Hi there, and it is Wednesday, May. I have to look at my calendar because I don't remember May the 15th. It's like when you don't really have to pay attention to dates that much, you just know. Time's an illusion anyway, they say, right? So this week I drew the card giving and receiving. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the book, Spiritual Spice, and I'm going to look at another saying on giving and receiving, and then we'll talk about that a little bit and see what it means for you. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. I started to read that one, and it was like below the one that I actually saw. So I'm going to do this one for you. Okay, I think we often overlook gifts if they aren't wrapped in the package we expect. Now, how appropriate is that, right? So here's the thing about, giving and receiving. We talked about it earlier when I talked about it on Monday. It's all about, being in balance. But a lot of times, here's what happens. Okay, we understand the law of attraction. Okay, we understand that what you put out comes back to you, right? But what we kind of miss sometimes is that we think that it has to come back to us in a certain way, shape, or form. It's kind of like if I do something nice for, Mary next door, like I bake her a loaf of bread and I bring her a loaf of bread, then, she should bring me brownies next time she bakes some, right? I mean, it's kind of like, we kind of like have this thing in our head that it's, like tit for tat. And the universe really doesn't work that way. Now, I love sharing experiences in my own life, not because I like talking about me, but if I've experienced something, then it's an easy way for me to share with you what it kind of looks like and what it could look like for you. Okay. So I was with a friend and we went out to lunch, and she was driving someone else's car, and they had like the bumper had come off, and they had like used zip ties to get it back up. And she actually, how you have those stoppers, like the concrete things, and it had hit that. And when she backed out, the bumper fell. So we got some duct tape or something and got it up, and we came home, and we were in the driveway looking at, and I was thinking, oh, well, I can go get some zip ties or whatever it is you need to fix it. And my next door neighbor happened to come out, and no, I take that back. I went and rang his doorbell and asked him if he had zip ties because I couldn't find any, like the heavy ones that would pull it up. So anyway, he did, but what he did was he came over and took a look at it, and it's a good thing he did because he actually needed to drill a new hole. Now, if you're not following that, that's not really the important part. The important part is my neighbor came and helped and got it fixed, okay? So, and of course, my friend was grateful, and, I was grateful, and that was just really a nice thing. So he gave, we received, right? So this is about balance, right? So the next day, I was sitting in the living room and my doorbell rang, and it was a young man, and he said, "Hi, I'm your neighbor across the street." And he said, "My car won't start. Could you give me a jump? I have jumper cables." I said, "Sure, I'd be happy to." So I pulled my car over, pulled it up next to his, and his car got started. And I'll never forget, I came in the house and I called my friend and I said, talk about instant, manifesting the giving back from the receiving, and the way all of that works. I was like, whoa, that was really obvious and happened really quickly, right? So that was, I could have never imagined how all of that would play out. And it was just kind of funny to me that both of the things were about cars. And yeah, so we never know what package is going to show up in. But we expect in our brain, we have some way, shape, or form that, like, if I do something nice for you, then you have to do something nice for me. And that's just not the way it works. I do something nice for you, who knows who's going to do something nice for me? right? The universe understands the intricacies, and God, universe, creator, source energy, love energy, whatever you use, okay? But it understands what every soul needs to experience or learn in order to expand and grow. So it knows how to set all of this up. We don't know how to do that. We think we do, right? We think we're in control, and we're really not when it comes to that kind of thing. So don't write the script by putting forth the expectation, because here's another thing: you will miss the receiving possibly if you do that. When I was doing mostly just business consulting, intuitive, when I was intuitive money healer, right? I would always tell my students, I would say, listen, here's what we do, okay? You might think, okay, so I want to make $10,000 this month. So I'm going to put together a $1,000 program, and 10 people are going to buy it. And man, I've got my $10,000 goal, okay? So you're doing that. And while you're marketing and talking to people and, being in front of people, there's this one person who really wants you to do something a little bit different than what you thought, and is willing to pay you $10,000 for it. But you don't even see them because you're so focused on those 10 people to buy that $1,000 program. So yes, we expect in life, we want to expect things and set intentions and have goals and desires that we want to create. That's perfectly fine, right? But the thing that we need to give up on is dictating the way it has to show up. That doesn't mean you don't take action, because the only way that the universe can give you course correction is if you get out there and take action, right? So what that means is just be open-minded, be willing, allow things to unfold, and realize, I'll never forget one of my other spiritual teachers told me one time, she said, when you're in business, you have to be like a ninja, and it's true. I think that's what it's like in life. There's times that we need to do one thing and times when we need to do another to balance it all out. So there you go. Just another thought on giving and receiving. Go out and enjoy the rest of your week, giving and receiving, and allow the universe to keep it in balance. Okay? All right. So if you'd like a private session with me, go to SharonHess.com. If you have a message, question, whatever for me, you can email me at Sharon@SharonHess.com. And if you like the videos, please like them, share them with your friends, subscribe. And like I said, this is just my second week in doing this way. So I'm feeling my way through it. And I'm thinking about having some guests that will talk about a particular subject and sharing that with you. And just, give me your feedback. I'm always open to that. All right, now enjoy the rest of your week and have a fabulous life just because you can.